Hello, and how are you doing? Wow. All right, I'm here once more to teach you something about business registration. And today we're going to be looking at how to resolve queries. All right, I understand that a lot of people receive queries, when they submit their registration, and they wonder how we resolve those queries. So today I'm going to be treating on resolving query, in CAC registration. Okay, so I want to encourage you to encourage me, right, by subscribing and turning on the the notification bell, so that whenever I drop a video, you will get a notification. All right, so let me go straight to it so that the video will be very concise. Okay, so this is my portal. I'm an accredited agent. All right, so you can see that I know by now you are used to this. All right, so you can see that we have one query here, one query there. Okay, so to resolve this query, you have to click on resolve query. All right, so if you're making use of a phone, you just go to your phone tab, phone settings tab, and then request to view a desktop version of your browser. So that will make you have this kind of appearance, and also make some things very visible. Sometimes if you view your dashboard, with a mobile view, you might not be able to see some stuff or comments that are made concerning your query. All right, so click on query. All right, so you can see that query registration. Okay, so we are resolving query for this business name, and you can see that the means of ID for Adaba Afajemu Ogele is unacceptable. So there are types of ID that are acceptable: driver's license, permanent voters card, national ID, national identity card, and then international passport. These are the acceptable means of identification. Okay, and then to resolve this query, you have to click on resolve query. So after you have done resolving the query, you can come back here and click marked as resolved. So without doing that, CAC will not receive your registration, your submission that you have resolved the query. So you must click this marked as resolved, okay, for CAC to attend to it. So once you click on marked as resolved, it will be pending. This query registration will enter the pending approval folder. Okay, so let's go straight to unresolved query. All right, so I want to use this opportunity, apart from this particular query now. All right, I want to use this opportunity to put you through. Most times queries comes from wrong address. From experience, when it comes to registering business name. Okay, queries comes from wrong address. As you can see that, okay, look at this address now. They say you put house number and building name. House number / building name. So you can put house number and building name here if the building has a name. But if the building does not have a name, you can just put the house number and then come here and put the street name. Of course, you can describe the street like, for example, Olusonya Street off Agegemoto Road, something like that. Okay, so most times the way you enter your address is very, very important. Most times query comes from wrong address, so always make sure you put your postal code, though it's not compulsory. All right, and then if you get this thing right, you are good to go. All right, so I think everything here is good. So CAC, the new platform, have actually made everything simple. All right, so let's go straight to the next. And then another place you can get a query is particulars and proprietor. You can see that this business is actually a partnership business. Okay, and you can see, I think everything was done fine. So if anything is queried here, you can easily click on edit. So once you click on edit, it's going to open that stuff. So you enter the information once more. enter the information once more. Okay, I think everything here is fine. All right, so we're going to click add partner and then click on save and continue. All right, so I'm just walking you through how to resolve queries. And then another place that you can receive query is nature of business. Sometimes people don't know how to describe the nature of their business. So once we come to that page, I will show you. Describing nature of business supposed to be as simple as something else. You don't have to write a note for CAC. It will delay your time. Okay, you can see that. See, add nature of business. Okay, 1. Can you see how nature of business was added here? It's added accommodation and food services activities. Now operating restaurant and catering. Okay, then other description, restaurants and catering service. It's simple as that. Then 2, to add another one, you click on add. Okay, so that is how you add your nature of business, other services, other personal services to provide tasty food and food training services. Actually, there is a particular category for this, but maybe the person did not get it, identify it on time, but it's still perfect. All right, so for example, if I want to add another line, I can just click on add and then add, but I don't want to do that. All right, so I'll click on save and continue. So this is almost like another training, right? But if you do things right, it actually saves time that CAC will delay your registration. Okay, so this is actually where we are supposed to resolve the query. All right, you can see I think means of identification. All right, so we have to click upload and then select a proper means of identification for this person. All right, and then upload it. But I'm not going to do that because this is not actually my registration. It's a friend's registration. Okay, and just to show you how queries are resolved, I decided to to make use of the query that he got. Right, so I'm going to be clicking on save and continue. All right, then after you've uploaded the documents, the accepted means of identification, I've said it, means of identifications are, the accepted ones are national ID card, permanent voters card, international passport, and then driver's license. Okay, then you click on return to query history. So when you return to query history, you click this thing as marked as resolved. So once you click as marked as resolved, CAC, it will enter pending approval. That is, it will come here. So this will become 11 now, pending approval. All right, so that is how it works. That is how to resolve a query. And I believe that you've learned other stuff while I'm describing this. Thank you for joining me in this video. Remember to subscribe to my channel, and then turn on the notification bell so that you can always get, there's a lot of things that I can teach you about registering a business. There's a lot. I'm well experienced. I've done over 500 registrations. Okay, and I've gotten a lot of experience. In my next video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to do name substitution. For example, when you have reserved a name that have been reserved, sometimes CAC official, they make mistake, reserving 2 identical names for people, and then discover that they cannot register it. So they will direct you to do a name substitution. So I'm going to be teaching that in my next video. Thank you for joining me, and see you in the next video. I am fabulous. All right, bye.